is a place we've all seen. Warm winds, sunshine and palm trees. But tonight, well, I'd have to say that I've seen paradise in a whole different way. I've seen paradise in the sunsets in Mexico. I've seen paradise in the boundary waters below. I've seen the seven wonders of this world, but there's one thing that's for sure. Paradise is when I'm lying next to you, girl. Is paradise just a moment in time? Is it a day, a month, watching this world go by? Now looking back on it all, well, I'd say paradise is back then, right here, right now. I've seen paradise in the sunsets in Mexico. I've seen paradise in the boundary waters below. I've seen the seven wonders of this world, but there's one thing that's for sure. Paradise is when I'm lying next to you, girl. I've seen paradise in the sunsets in Mexico. I've seen paradise in the boundary waters below. I've seen the seven wonders of this world, but there's one thing that's for sure. Paradise is when I'm lying next to you, girl.
Curtis, April, and I welcome you here this afternoon as we celebrate this joyous occasion. This is a special time. This is a sacred place. God is here. We know that because God is love, and wherever love is, God is present. We are gathered here to celebrate love, the love of April and Curtis, as they make their vows of commitment to one another. And in doing so, we remember the eternal love of God that lives in all of us, waiting to be shared. It is God who creates us to live in relationship with one another and gives us the desire to make commitment in love. Indeed, the making of a promise of faithfulness to another person is one of the highest expressions of God's power of love alive in us and in the world. In the presence of love, we can acknowledge the reality of human failure, but at the same time, we are also able to affirm the healing joy and unconditional acceptance we find in lifelong union. Thus, trusting in God's encouragement to us to love one another, we can celebrate here today in joy and in hope. April Diamond Portier, have you come here freely and without reservation to join lawfully in marriage? Curtis, will you have April to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and support her as God shall give you strength? April, will you have Curtis to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and support him as God shall give you strength? Now, this time I would like to ask the parents and bride and groom to please stand. It's quite normal, by the way. Parents always look around. Larry and Wendy, do you as Curtis's parents give your blessing to this couple, promising to uphold and care for them in their marriage? Dennis and Louise, do you as April's parents give your blessing to this couple, promising to uphold and care for them in their marriage? Thank you. You remain standing. I'm going to ask a similar question to the other family members and friends here. And if you are in agreement, and if you are able, I'll ask you to stand. And the question is to you, the other members of the family and the community of friends gathered here today, promise your encouragement to them in the years ahead. Now, they are going to now say vows to one another, which they have written themselves.
April, from the moment I met you, 2 weeks is all it took. 2 weeks is all I needed to know, so I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. And now here we are at the beginning of the chapter of our new wonderful journey we have ahead of us. In Ephesians 5:25, the Bible says, "Husbands, love your wife just as Christ loved the church, and he gave himself up for her. I will love you sacrificially. I will encourage you and support you down any path that God has laid in front of you, from this day forward, till I die about 90.
The moment I met you, I knew what my life would never be the same. I knew I found the man that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. And here I am today, standing in front of you, ready to start a new chapter. Today I married my best friend, the most kind, caring, amazing man that I've ever known. The one I will love and care for unconditionally forever. I look forward to all the love, laughter, adventures we're going to have together as we grow old. I promise to laugh with you, support you, and love you for the rest of our lives.
Let us pray. God of enduring compassion, be with those who give and receive these rings. May they live in love and faithfulness all their days. Amen. April, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and our marriage. Curtis, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and our marriage. In the presence of God and before all of us gathered here, Curtis and April have made vows of love and faithfulness. They have sealed their covenant by the joining of hands, the exchanging of vows, the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore declare them to be husband and wife. May you please come down. May there be truth and understanding between you. May you enjoy length of days, fulfillment of hopes, and peace and contentment of mind. May God be with you always. you, Curtis and April, husband and wife.
Quickly to follow him is Stephen Morata. For our friends from Toronto to be here. Finally to enter the main stage, the room.
He's making you away.
Get used to it.
Just go ahead and run there. First up, to answer, we have Lisa Manata, the bride here. Lisa is the younger sister of Curtis. Right behind her is Amanda, the maid of honor. Amanda has been Nico's best friend since junior high. And finally, I am pleased to announce the newly announced Mrs. April Manata. And here she comes.
So you gotta make it good. I mean, come on. It's all theatrical. Woo! Hey, it's all about the bum.
Only do one. Only one? Just about 40 of these.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure for me to introduce to you the mother and stepfather of the bride, Louise and Dennis Luque, who came all the way to tonight. course, we're truly happy to have here with us the parents of the groom, Larry and Wendy, Vanetta, who came from the small town of Milo, Alberta. We're also happy to have you with us. Bear with me.
You taking a phone call?
Apparently it was extra for lighting, so.
Yeah, Robert.
We're very happy to have with us the grandparents. The grandmother of the bride, Marie Elizabeth Pache. And from the groom's side, father and mother of Larry, Sonny and Verena Vanetta. Then, of course, the mother of Wendy, Helenda Hartley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at it. Who showed up?
Plug your cord in, Jamie.
Good, if I fall back, it's not far to go. Right on. First of all, we'd like to welcome Curtis into our family, and congratulations to both of you. A special thanks to their attendance. Everyone looks so beautiful. We would like to thank everyone who came to celebrate April and Curtis' special day, and to Curtis' mom and dad for raising such a fine young man. It seems like it was just yesterday that I was blessed with the gift of a beautiful daughter. You know when they say it takes a whole community to raise a child? Well, April and I have been very fortunate to have had a wonderful support system. She has had a lot of love and positive influences in her life. Her grandmother, aunts, uncles, and some of my special friends have been there right from the get-go. In 2004, she stood by my side as my maid of honor when I married Dennis. She then gained a stepfather, a stepsister Kimberly, a stepbrother Darren, and a whole extended family. Growing up, April was an easygoing, friendly, and kind young girl. She took dance, electric guitar, singing lessons, and enjoyed art immensely, of which she became very good at. Over the years, there have been many wonderful memories, lots of laughter and some tears. April has been the light of my life. She has grown into a very thoughtful and loving young lady. I have very fond memories of April as she was growing up. Every Christmas, April, Grandma, and I would go out hunting down that perfect or not so perfect Christmas tree. April always wanted the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You know the one that's tucked away at the back of the Christmas tree lot that nobody else wants. Sometimes we came home with two trees because it made her happy to make that pathetic little tree beautiful. That was April. Her gentle heart showed through and through. We had lots of special times watching favorite movies like Father of the Bride at least 100 times, Beetlejuice every Halloween, and Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation every Christmas. I also enjoyed dancing and singing with her in our living room to Elvis Presley, and unbelievable but true, to Dean Martin. Remember April? When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. A very fitting song for today because I see and feel a lot of amore in this room. By the way, April, I took it upon myself to order this cookbook.
Yeah, it's here.
You know how we believe in fate? Well, one of my regular customers came to my till at Safeway a while ago. Actually, the day after I'd written out this speech. I asked her what was new, and she plunked this cookbook down on my till and said, "My cookbook is new." When I noticed that the cookbook was entitled That's Amore, I said, "I have to have that." I told her about how we used to sing and dance to that song and that you were getting married, and I thought you would like it. She told me it was from her friend's restaurant in Kelowna, Ricardo's Mediterranean Kitchen, and to email him and tell him the story because he likes stories about love and family. I emailed him that day and he sent it out the next day. He autographed it and wrote something in the cover for you. To April and Curtis Banata. Now that's amore. Congratulations, bon appetito, Ricardo. I hope that you both enjoy many hours in the kitchen together, maybe a little candlelight, a little vino, and a little Dino music in the background. I have to tell you, back in February of 2010, when April told me she wanted to take a trip to Mexico with a friend, I was not in favor of it. I worried sick the whole time she was gone. Then she returned to inform me that she had found the man she was going to marry. Well, I was shocked. Who was he? Where was he from? You don't even know him. Does he know you're going to marry him? She said, "Oh yes, he feels the same way. Don't worry, Mom. When you meet him, you will instantly love him," and she was right. I've had several opportunities over the last year and a half to get to know Curtis. I have found him to be a very thoughtful, considerate, and respectful young man. I have enjoyed having him in our home. I have seen them grow together and take part in each other's interests. I've also seen the way they glow when they look at each other. Since Curtis entered April's life, she has been so happy, which in turn makes me happy. By the way, Curtis, I picked up this fly swatter for you. You will need it to get rid of the many creepy, crawly, and flying insects that may enter your home. You see, Curtis, April will not go to bed if there are bugs. Don't worry. April will let you know when there are bugs. It will sound like a sharp screech, followed by, "Curtis, come quick." You will need to be patient, as there may be furniture moving involved, because by the time you get to the room, well, those spiders move fast. There is one more thing I would like to share. I came across this poem one day which expresses the way I feel about April. Okay. On the day you were born, my life was changed completely.
Oh, girl,
Oh,
go.
I was doing so good. How could one tiny child transform my world oh so sweetly? You brought back my childhood, brought out the child in me, and gave me fresh perspective. Oh, crap. On life's priorities. The world became brand new again as I saw it through your eye, and I learned to value each new day as a gift full of surprise. I know the life of an only child is not always filled with ease. You've had no one to borrow from, share secrets with, or tease. And yet, no matter what life brings, you take it all in stride. The strength of character you show fills my heart with pride. I never knew just how much love a child would stir in me. but in His grace, the Father saw and recognized my need. Yeah, no, shut. For I was given just a taste of perfect love, it's true, when God in all His mercy chose to bless my life with you. April and Curtis, always remember to never go to bed angry, and don't forget to tell each other every day those 3 important words, I love you. In closing, I wish you both all the best life has to offer, and many, many years full of love, good health, and happiness. Now I ask everyone to stand and toast to the bride, my loving daughter, April. I'm going to be Dennis. I'm going to stand here.
Strong silent type.
Well, I don't have a speech, but I got lots to say. I knew that, it's funny, why would this girl from Edmonton drive all the way down to Milo? Milo, Alberta is close to Saskatchewan. If you've gone past Milo, you're in Saskatchewan. But anyway, she drove all the way down to Milo for Curtis, which was amazing. And, it was something. When you could see that the two of them got together, I could really tell that there was, I knew that he was hook, line, and sinker. Because they, like the things they did and stuff like that, it was just, these kids are in love. And the story was, they did go to Cancun, right? That's where they met. And they did go to Cancun, and they actually met there. And what did Curtis say? You better say something. No?
He said the same thing that April said. He said, I met the girl I'm going to marry. And I said, you've got to be kidding me. But he did, and we met her. We were totally very happy. We love you lots of time.
She's a great lady, and she's a very good organizer. She's done so much, and she's really good for Curtis, because he's not quite that organized in his lifestyle.
And we were also wanted to thank the kids and say how proud we were, because they did this whole wedding on their own together, planning it, doing everything. Basically, we got called to come to the wedding. That was it. But the rest they did, and we're very proud of them.
So we're going to raise our glasses and toast April and her family. And let's give a toast.
To the groom.
Picture.
To Nosheen, who decorated the entire place by herself. Yeah, good timing.
When she comes in.
The kids asked me to sing a song for them, so I'm going to karaoke it. And this is true. When the two look at each other, it's nice to see young love, isn't it? You can see love in their eyes, and again, this song kind of goes out to them because they're really hooked on one another. And I could tell it with Curtis. He was, the old hook, line, and sinker. He was dragging his knuckles on the ground, and he was lighting the cave in the fire. But as soon as he met April, and she's a beautiful lady, isn't she? Isn't she just beautiful? Wendy was crying. Beautiful. Anyway, this song is for them. So Ben, my maestro, you can play the play button. Turn it up a little bit, thank you. All that stuff you said about love, so true. Is it true or just something that you said? All those feelings I can't describe. Love has got me all twisted inside. What it must be, Curtis was hooked on you. You said you love me forever. Is that true? 'Cause I feel the same way about you too. Love is funny and hard to explain. You say you love me and I feel the same. Well, it must be hurts me. Hooked on you. So true. Let's get it, 'cause I love you so much. You drive me crazy with your love touch. Every little thing that you do, it reminds me how much, Curtis, I'm hooked on you. Hooked on you. All the stuff you said about love, is it true or just something that you said? All these feelings I can't describe. I can't explain what tomorrow brings, what it must be that I'm hooked on you. Hooked on you. Let's get it, 'cause I need you so much. You drive me crazy with your love touch. Every little thing that you do, it reminds me how much Curtis is hooked on April. Yes, I'm hooked on you. How much I'm hooked on you. Yes, I'm hooked on you. I'm loving you. Yes, I'm hooked on you. They inspire that.
April, I'd like to welcome you to the family. I'm not around a lot, but it's great that you're here for that. And I want to say this to Curtis. A lot of times, I practice a lot. A lot of times people, the younger brother always looks up to the older brother. I look up to you a lot as the younger brother. I appreciate everything you do, and you're such a good person. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you for today and for how you live your life. I look up to you, and you mean a lot to me.
That's more.
give him one more round. Come on, that was good. And finally, I'd like to bring Amanda up here to say a few words.
Yeehaw! Amanda!
Yeah! She's not coming up unless we get some claps. That's no problem. Now there's an intelligent girl. Bring your drink with you. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I just gotta breathe for a second.
Stare at me. I'm good for you, girl.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm good with that. Yeah, white is good. Okay, good evening. I hope everyone is having a great time on April and Curtis's special day. Your night is about to get even better. Because I've decided to buy everyone a drink.
Yeah, Amanda.
So as that drink is being passed around, just make sure you take a little sip so that everyone can have some. Okay. April and I met at Louis St. Laurent Junior High. We kind of started off on the wrong foot, since we would glare at each other most of the time. Later in grade 8, April admitted to me that she was threatened by my pretty features. Didn't quite understand this because I had pretty bushy eyebrows, and she was the gorgeous one. And I have to admit, I was pretty intimidated by her at first. She's like a girl out of the movie Mean Girls, who everyone is scared to talk to because of how gorgeous they are. But unlike in Mean Girls, April turned out to be far from scary. Well, sometimes. As I got to know April, I began to realize we'd be best friends for a lifetime. She is one of those people you were so thankful to have as a friend because she was always there when you need her. She has been there for me countless of times. Like when a boy had broken my heart or a friend had done something hurtful. We have also had a lot of good times together. From watching the Oilers, to going out for dinner and talking about all the recent events in our lives, to having Sex in the City marathons at our house. And did I mention that she makes the best nachos ever? Not gonna lie, sometimes I would just come over for the nachos. I could also never get sick of her Delissio pizza or Kraft Dinner. And Kraft Dinner, which is all she likes to make other than nachos. So Curtis, I really hope you like Kraft Dinner. Since grade 8, April has grown up to be the beautiful, mature woman that you see today. And she has also developed a much better taste in men, as you can see. When April got back from Mexico in February of 2010, she called me sounding all excited and told me she had found she had met this guy named Curtis on her trip. She told me straight up that this was the guy she was going to marry. This I did not doubt, because every time she would talk about Curtis, her face would just light up. And they basically became inseparable despite living in different cities. Once I finally got to meet Curtis, my first impression of him was that he was very handsome, kind-hearted, and had a good sense of humor. I thought to myself, wow, April definitely found Mr. Right this time. When I got that phone call from April telling me that Curtis had proposed to her, I was so happy for the both of them. Because when I see April and Curtis, I see true love, a type of love that will last forever. They didn't date for long before their engagement, but they didn't need to. They knew they were going to spend the rest of their lives together. This is honestly the happiest I've ever seen April, and I'm ecstatic that she found a guy like Curtis who treats her so well and makes her feel special every single day. Also, a little word of advice. Marriage isn't about someone you can live with. It's about someone you can't live without. So remember to never let each other go and to live each day together like it's your last. I wish both of you a very long and happy marriage. You two are perfect for each other. So everyone, raise your glass to the lovely bride and to her new life with her husband Curtis. Bottoms
This one's good. You can do it. We're good.
Check, 1, 2.
Testing.
Testing.
Okay, we're good.
Alright, so we have nothing prepared. Pretty much all we wanted to say was we love all of you guys and we're so excited that we have 138 people here to celebrate us. Just me and Curtis. Kyle's super excited if you didn't notice.
I'm pumped.
Just excited.
How excited are you?
Excited.
Not good enough.
How?
Sure?
Okay, well, I guess I have a few things to say. I'd like to say, first, kind of not like a movie award thing, but I'd like to thank God, honestly, because there's no way I would have met this girl without him in my life.
That's a lie. It's a lie. It's all me. It was all me. I did it.
A little bit of Kyle. A little bit. I'd also like to thank my parents, because they've kind of raised me to be the person that I am today. I'd like to thank my parents, because they've honestly made me the man I am right now. And I look at their relationship, sometimes they fight, but you know what, they pull through it. And they show me. And honestly, they show me, and I wanted that kind of life. I seen that April's, she can do that for me. She can make me feel that way, and she makes me
It's a hot mic.
makes me feel amazing. I also like to thank Dennis Louise for kind of welcoming me into the family and being so welcome. Every time I've been up there, from the first time I met you guys have just been open arms to me, and it's made it really easy to come in. And the whole family, they've just been perfect for me. So I'd like to thank that, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming. You guys have been great. Like, this is crazy. I can't imagine all these people are here for us. But yeah. Other than that, thank you very much, everybody, for coming, and we're gonna have a dance and everybody enjoy it.
I'm just kidding. Okay. I love you guys so much, and you know that. And my mom raised me for my whole life pretty much by herself, so she did an awesome job. I think at least. I love her lots. So thank you all so much for coming. And we're going to the boogie down now. Do some bum shaking.
Yeah. Bum shaking.
Yeah.